Welcome everybody to What Do You Bring to the Table? I'm your host Rajiv Satyal, and I am so privileged and honored to be sitting here with Smriti Mundhra. I hope I said that right.
You did, you got it.
I'm so glad. That's a start. At least we get that right.
I didn't have to use my coffee house name, which was nice.
Yeah, what is your Starbucks name or your coffee name?
Natasha.
Natasha.
Yeah.
I want to figure out how we got that.
There's a story.
Now we got to know the story. If it's a good story.
behind every Starbucks name, isn't there?
Of course. My wife is Marsha because she's Hersha and then becomes Marsha.
Yeah, makes sense.
And then I'm Marshall because Marsha and Marshall.
But then when you go get coffee together, is it confusing?
Yes, but that's on them. They should have learned to pronounce our names. So too bad for them now.
Fair, yeah.
Right, turn it back on them. So what's the Natasha story?
So when I was growing up, my mom told me I had a twin sister who lived in India named Natasha. And if I got out of line or, was rowdy or tantrum-y, she would just tell me that she was going to send me to India and bring Natasha here to America. And
wow.
They maintained this ruse. She and all my aunties and uncles, my dad tried not to participate in it, but they went with this ruse for years, and to the point where people would bring, when it was my birthday, they would bring gifts for Natasha, and dolls would be left with notes saying for Natasha sent to India. Oh my
gosh.
Yeah.
How long did they keep this going? Or last week?
An embarrassingly long time.
Wow. Okay. So a lot of your childhood.
A lot of my childhood.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is saying quite a bit. So that's why you use it.
That's why. Yeah.
I would
my
not
alter ego.
Use that.
She's my Sasha Fierce.
Yeah, sure. Sasha Fierce. Do you like the new Beyonce album?
I love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not a big Break My Soul
fan,
but Cuff It's a good song, and I like some of the other ones.
Yeah, I like the Church Girl song.
Yeah. I like the very ending.
It's mandatory to say you like a Beyonce album.
Yeah, that's the thing with it, though. It's that's kind of my thing with it. I'm she didn't put much effort into the promotion of this. She's I'm Beyonce, which she's earned.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is hard to be I don't like that Beyonce album.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're automatically uncool.
You're the hive will come for you.
Yeah, that's what I hear. Yeah, I hear that. That's really crazy. So you've done a lot of producing.
Yeah.
A lot of directing.
Yes.
And you've been successful at both.
Yes.
And good. I wanted the audible yes.
Yes.
Yeah, then you got silent. You're no, so you give us an audible yes.
I'm trying to claim it, yes.
Yeah, no, you have. And which one do you like more? Do you, what skills do you need to be successful at one versus the other? Because they are so different.
Yeah. They're different, but I think at least the way that I approach it, there's a lot of overlap. I bring a lot of sort of my producer mind to directing and a lot of my director mind and writer mind to producing. It's so hard. It's like asking me to choose between my children. I can't.
Really?
Yeah, I love both. I mean, I guess if I had to say, I would say directing. Just because that's sort of my creative outlet, and I have the most control, and I get to be in the seat, and I get to be actually doing the thing. So I love directing. It's intoxicating. It's what I wake up in the morning to do. But producing is also incredibly fulfilling, and it's incredibly creative.
Okay.
It's, I think people have this idea of what a producer is very kind of caricatured,
Like a suit.
A suit, yeah, or somebody who's just there to say no, or, give bad notes or whatever it is. But I think really good producers, and I've been lucky to work as a director with really great producers, and, I try to be that producer for writers and directors that I work with. But it's, you're sort of, as a producer, you're doing everything, we know that, but you're originating ideas a lot of the times, and then you're sort of building a team and creating a space for all the creatives on a project to do their best work.
Wow.
And you're kind of doing that as a director too. I don't really believe in this whole auteur theory, the director is the visionary and the one who does it all. Maybe it's a little bit from my docs background, but
sure.
I look at even directing as very collaborative, and my job is to clearly communicate what I want and keep the big picture in mind, the big sort of vision of whatever I'm making in mind, and then get everyone around me to give their best and do their best,
Right.
And so it's similar in that way.
And directing is more the day of too, right?
Yeah.
You have your hat on with that. Producing almost feels not that the producer isn't on set, but it almost feels like everything leading up and then after as well.
Yeah,
When
yeah,
the curtain's
it can be,
up, it's the director's
exactly.
role, right? And do you prefer to do both on the same project?
No, actually. When I'm directing, I like to just really focus on that. I mean, there is an element of producing to all of the things I direct as well, but it's, I think, coming up in indie film, I had to do both and everything. And so one of the great luxuries of success and of sort of advancing in my career is that I can work, when I'm directing, I can work with amazing producers.
Right.
And they make me a better director. they unburden me of a lot of, sort of the practical, logistical, strategic aspects of, how to put a project together and how to get it to market
Sure.
and, all of that. And I can just focus on the creative. So yeah, I love working with producers when I'm directing,
Sure.
rather than producing